What's up, CineNerds? I'm GP Cross
I'm Ryan Newhouse.
And I'm Iffy Tiffy.
with a question mark on
With
most. You did better.
Getting there.
Well, you were the question mark person before her.
I know. I'm just trying to pass the buck.
Following in his footsteps.
There.
Grasshoppers learning.
So, today, we decided, or I decided, this was my pick Cherry Falls. And had either one of you ever seen this one?
Go
I
ahead.
had not. I have never I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't remember it, and I'm pretty good at remembering at least movies that I've seen. So I'm pretty sure that I haven't until now.
What about you, Rye Guy?
I I remember this movie vaguely. I don't know if it ever left an impression, so I might have watched this. I also had like kind of a mental block on Brittany Murphy for a long time, so I don't know if that factored into it, but
Why?
I don't know why. Just she was very annoying, I think,
I
in the role
love
she played to
Brittany
me.
Murphy.
She was the same like I there's a lot of actors like this, so don't get me wrong, but she was the same damn person in every role she did, so I just
I
couldn't.
mean, you're not wrong, but I love Brittany Murphy. Boo. But you're
Yeah,
right.
no, you're not wrong. She
You're not
played the
wrong.
same character in every film. She had the same facial expressions, the same voice,
Same
everything.
tone,
The
yes.
same flutter eye before she cried.
Yeah.
I still love her. R.I.P. Brittany. R.I.P.
I liked her, and I hate she passed away. But yeah, no, there was nothing that really ever blew me away by her, and that might be a thing, a trend with this film, because there's a little bit to talk about with that.
Yeah, this it's a little all over the place. So I guess we should go into initial impressions. Yeah?
Go
Yeah?
go ahead, yeah.
All right. Anyways, my initial impression with this one was kinda, nothing original here, if I'm being honest. It's a slasher movie. It, has the same format as what every other film did in that time, that era. And it the acting is definitely a little rough to say the least. However, I will say this, they did have me guessing for a few. They threw a little curveballs in there where it made me second guess my initial thoughts of who was doing it, but I ended up being right. So to me, my initial impression was just very predictable.
I'm gonna agree with Ryan. It was predictable. I did definitely call out the whodunit way, 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 way early. So, but I still, you know, I it's a two. Wait, it came out in 2000
99.
or 99. I mean, it had 99 written all over it. You know what I mean? It was definitely a typical movie for that time period, time frame. And but I was glad to watch it, and I didn't, you know, I was happy to watch it. It was good to watch, but very predictable, and I did know who did it. So,
Yeah, so I watched this one, um, it had to be once it hit DVD. It was one that, because this one didn't get a theatrical release. It was actually kind of, I think there was issues with it getting, which really surprises me. I think there was issues with the rating for the
the
film that caused
the
it from not.
rating.
Yeah, which is weird because this film isn't very gory. It's not.
No.
It,
Oh, but it does have the
it has there is a rape scene in this. But I'm assuming that is why it was the content, even though it wasn't even very graphic. It was a little graphic, but by today's standards, it wasn't very graphic.
You
no.
you got to remember too, early to late 90s. We're talking about the censorship era of Tipper
Hmm.
Gore, all that bullshit. So movies like this definitely saw their challenges before they were able to come forward.
Yeah.
Especially having that big, large party scene where,
Hmm.
you know
The orgy party, yes. The
yeah, because, I mean, there's that, and then there's what happened, and, which we'll all get to.
Yeah. So, but my initial impression was I didn't see this until it was on DVD, obviously, because no theatrical release. And I remembered this movie fondly. If you like that late '90s, early 2000s top film was Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend, and I actually thought this at the time. We'll see where we land at the end of this episode, but I've always felt at the time that this was the better of the films outside of Scream. I thought this was more fun than I Know What You Did Last Summer, and way more fun than Urban Legend. Well, yeah, probably opposite because I actually prefer Urban Legend to I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I actually liked this at the time a lot more than those films, outside of Scream.
Agreed.
I I like the listen. I like this film, but can we just talk about Michael Biehn and Brittany Murphy's on-screen chemistry as father and daughter? How awkward and uncomfortable that was.
Oh my
Well,
gosh. I have that in my notes.
Like it was. I was like, what the fuck's going on there when he's showing the self
Are
defense training and then he like falls
are
on top
you
of her and they
sad?
like stared at each other's eyes. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, and it's not just the on-screen chemistry, but just their acting in general. Michael Biehn was awful in this film.
He was
Uh,
not
he was awful in this film. He wasn't Liu Kang awful,
great.
but he was rough. Um, yeah, and every scene that I seen him in, where especially when he came in to talk to the kids at the high school, as he's the sheriff, and he's like, "Oh, if you guys have any information, let us know."
Like,
I'm like,
come to
dude, get
me.
the fuck out of here. Your
You're
acting is awful.
hurt.
You're not passing as a sheriff of anything.
Well,
No.
let's hold on because that's like not even the problem. Like that
No.
that self defense training session that was totally fucking weird. The way she calls him daddy is so fucked. And then let's also talk about the scene where he's like, "Are you still my little girl?"
Uh-huh.
Like,
Uh-huh. Daddy, are you
Daddy.
upset?
Daddy. Yes,
Daddy, are
Daddy.
you upset I'm still a virgin?
I mean, this is like, yeah, that was weird too. That
I
was
was
the
like, what
reply.
the fuck is happening
Are
here?
you
Why would he be upset? You're still a
are you
virgin.
are you disappointed?
Are you disappointed in me? I was like, what the hell is happening? So I'm glad that was brought up because I was going to bring that up
Oh,
anyway.
it wasn't getting past me.
It was oh my
there
goodness.
there's a bit of awkwardness all the way around throughout this whole film. Not just with them, but I mean, you've got the rape scene, you've got the awkwardness with the daddy daughter thing, and then just
Well, the
the
perv never left him, I guess, maybe.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of pervy stuff to this whole film. I mean, her boyfriend is begging to
Right?
and being creepy about it through the whole thing, and basically
Until
like,
he isn't.
yeah, he's like basically well, not basically, he is saying, "Have sex with me, or we're done."
So
You know.
so we're talking about this, and I have to realize that a lot of you may or may not have seen this out there. So basically, we're going to give you a quick little synopsis here. This quick synopsis is there is a slasher who is killing teenagers who are still virgins with that intention. He wants to kill the people who are virgins for a he's basically he's got a whole bunch of traumas, we'll say, that he takes into the slasher role, and so once the people find out in the town what's going on, the kids basically come together. They form a deflower party, if you will, where they're all going to get together, all hook up, so that they're no longer a target, essentially.
Ryan,
So that
I have
just
to
gives
cut
kind
you
of.
off.
Go ahead.
You said he, it's a she in the beginning.
No,
Well, he is dressed as a she.
bro, we all know he is dressed as a she in the beginning of that movie. Like, there's no getting around that one.
If you didn't know that was a man's hand,
No, I know it was a dude. I did. But I just wanted that
I
when
mean,
they
yet
when they
alone the whole pickup off the ground by
that's
the throat.
right. They were confused because they said, "Is she back?" Because of the description
Well,
of her
yeah,
being as a
he's
female.
wearing his mom's thing. There's
So
a whole
I'm
bunch
just
more.
saying.
I
I'm just
kept.
saying.
Hey, listen, I kept this simple though. You just made it. You just opened up a whole nother explanation now.
now we got to get into what does this person identify as? And you're just fucking it all up for all of us.
Now,
Fucking enough.
1 minute ago it was a basic
JP
story,
hates
a
me.
basic synopsis, and now we
JP
got
hates me.
pronouns. All right.
Damn it. I'm just saying.
I'm just
It was
saying
a
that's a
she.
dude.
It was a. I mean, it was a dude. I'm just saying he was a dude
So
wearing.
we're gonna give right here. Now I'm gonna give the synopsis to that part. So essentially, 27 years before this movie is made, there is a scene that involves some of the townsmen who rape a young woman. That woman has a baby, and she does not treat the baby so great. That baby grows up to become a member of the community, and he starts wreaking revenge on that community. And while he does it, he dresses like his mother used to, essentially, painted nails, wig, the whole bit. So that's where this is all coming from.
Did you get that, Iffy?
Yeah, no, I get it. I just didn't understand, like, why would he kill virgins though? Like,
Oh, there's a lot of question marks in this movie. There's definitely a lot of what the fuck.
I don't understand that. Like, I understand you getting back at the parents or that did this, and you know, of the people that did that to his mom, but I don't understand the killing of virgins specifically. And I did note also that oh, we haven't really gotten to the movie yet, so I don't know if we can bring that up yet. I'll leave it.
So I'm going to say something, and maybe you'll catch it. Maybe you'll understand it, and it'll make you understand this film a little more. All films contain elements of no reason.
Oh, no shit.
Did you watch? Hold on. Did we watch my Trashy Tuesday
Yes.
selection where it
Oh,
clearly
yes.
identifies that?
That's why I
That's
said no
why-
shit.
Well, that's why JP brought it up. Good. Well done, JP.
That was beautifully done. I was like, oh my god, he's mad at me.
We
And then I
haven't.
was like,
We're not talking about that film today, but I do want to say that God damn, that film really impressed me more than I thought it was gonna after
I
I rewatched.
know.
I was
I
like,
know.
it's like this is great.
I 100% agree. I did
But
not hate that.
we'll get back into Cherry Falls here. So
So
not only
Cherry Falls, this is all point for no reason. Go
No
ahead, Brian.
reason. No reason.
I was just gonna say, so there's a lot of predictability here. The '90s formula, the uncomfortable screen time and chemistry between Michael Biehn and Brittany Murphy, the self-defense scene, the daddy. I also found a lot of humor. There was moments where I was like, "Fucking JP," and a line would get set like so. When like, what's his face? Is it Mar Jason or what's the dude's name? The actor, blonde hair, who's the teacher.
Oh my gosh, Jason Marston.
Mar, I think it is.
Marston.
No, I just think it's Mar or something.
J. Mar.
J Mar.
I
Okay.
knew it was something like
So
that.
J Mar, there's a scene where everything starts going to shit, and he goes, "Class dismissed." And when he said that, I was like JP. There's another line.
That was actually in my notes. I was like, class dismissed, and that is amazing. And then he just starts slashing.
And
And it was straight. It was
There's
it was straight up like Scary Movie, the Ghostface in Scary Movie, where he's doing the rap and slashing everybody around him.
and there's a scene too where a cop's head gets split with an axe, and he goes split. When he said split, I was like JP. So yeah, no, there's lots of good JP-able moments.
JPable moments is what we're calling them from now on.
And the other fun was like, so Brittany Murphy's character, her primary, like her boyfriend, as JP was discussing, is very, very pushy about having sex. He won't let it go. I feel like this past weekend when I was gone with my wife, she may have felt the same way. But anyways, um, but that aside though, there's this. So the tables turn though because Brittany Murphy finds some shit out about her dad. She's not happy, so her response to dad's stupidity is she's going to get revenge by not being the prude girl anymore, not being the one who won't put out those things. So she has like this whole new baddie mentality and goes over to her boyfriend's, and she goes from prude to bite my toe harder. I was like, what just happened?
Gone in
that-
60 seconds.
Yeah, that scene went from 0 to 100
Real quick.
quick.
I was like, what? Seriously, that just what in all everything
You
that was
know,
just like,
we also didn't mention her mom. We have a slutty mom and then the weird dad. Because the mom was, like, coming on to the boyfriend when they first meet, and then the dad is, like, overbearing, creepy,
well, mom's an alcoholic,
Yeah, I was
so
saying
that
mom's alcoholic.
a slutty alcoholic. Great.
yeah,
And
she
then a weird, creepy perv dad, and then a whatever her boyfriend was. Just a basic male teenager. No offense, you guys, but
Douchebag.
yeah, no, he was like the typical not you guys, no.
I knew some douchebags. He wasn't that bad. He was just very pushy.
Yeah.
So that was douchey in that regard, yeah,
Right.
completely. But like, there were a couple more that I wanted to slap in this movie, like who's the friend that ended up getting killed, when they were zooming in on the town hall, the meeting, and that kid tried to get the video of it. And he's like,
Oh,
"Let me
her
borrow your
friend.
phone."
Yeah. Yeah,
That
her
kid
I
annoyed the
friend.
shit out of
liked him.
me.
Luckily, he was only in there in the film for literally 30 seconds.
I
Yeah, yeah.
liked him.
He just there's something about him that was so, like, insincere, like, he just didn't care about the friendship, he cared more about notoriety, it almost seemed like, that I'm just those
I
are the
don't
people I
know, I
can't
liked
stand.
him.
I
You
mean,
know,
they make good TV, though.
do you
I
know
like
which kid I was more like in this film growing up?
Brittany.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was a
Daddy, I'm
Fired.
I was a combination of what's his name? Da, 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 da. The guy that was eating chips.
What? I
stoner kid?
I'm supposed to
Yeah,
remember
I was
the guy eating
I was a combination of the stoner guy that like was oblivious to the girl flirting with him.
Oh, yeah. I gotcha.
I was a combination of him and uh the what's his name that was played the new guy.
I gotcha. Yeah, he had no clue.
What's his name?
She
The guy that played the new guy. DJ Qualls.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. In the beginning, the kid that gets killed first, the guy in the car with his girlfriend, that's the kid that was in Hackers. And I was like, holy shit, it's the kid that was in the movie Hackers that goes to jail first. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't remember him in Hackers.
Yes, he was. Hold up.
The first kill?
Yes.
You're right. You're right. I do
Yes, thank
remember.
you.
You are correct. Yeah. Uh
For once.
you are correct. Yeah. Um yeah, the little dorky
Yes,
hacker
he was
that
the one that was trying to fit in with them.
yeah, yeah.
He didn't have a hook, a handle yet.
Yeah, and he was the one that hacked the bank or
Yes,
whatever and everybody was
exactly.
like why
What
did
the
you
fuck
do
you
that?
do? Yeah.
DJ Qualls is one of those puzzling, people to me because I find him intriguing, and I like seeing him in a few of the movies he's been in through the years. What was the zombie show? Or, Z, the what was the zombie show he was on?
Zombieland?
No, no, no. He was
No,
in
not it's
it was the one with the blue zombie. It was on
Blue
Sci-Fi.
Zombie.
It was something
uh
Z Nation.
Z Nation, yeah.
So yeah, he was,
He was also in Supernatural.
and he was in Eurotrip, right? Wasn't he in that? I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
But anyways, so I did not
Not
know that
Eurotrip, he was in Road Trip.
road
Road
trip.
trip,
That's
that's
right.
what I that's what I meant.
One of the trips.
Yeah.
But anyways, I did not know that he is engaged to Ty Olson, who, if you have
Mhm.
never seen Ty Olson, look him up. Ty Olson is like this big, like manly dude, and then
Mhm.
him next to
And
DJ
then
Qualls.
there's little DJ.
Yeah,
They
it's just
they actually met on Supernatural because they
mhm.
both played on Supernatural. Yeah.
Yep.
I had no idea that he was gay. Not that it matters, but I didn't see that coming at
All
all.
right, Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm serious. I don't care, but I didn't see that coming. He
They're
was
they're an unexpected couple to me. That's all, and
Mhm.
they're kind of adorable. They're a good couple. That's all.
I have seen him with them on TikTok, and they are completely adorable.
I thought they'd actually already got married.
I
Yeah,
thought
no,
they got
I did
married
too,
too.
and I because I even I when I was trying to remember Ty Olson's name, I looked up and I said, "Who is DJ Qualls married to?" And it said, "Well, not married yet. They are engaged," and
Hmm.
gave me the whole thing. So I thought they were too.
Yeah.
I did as well.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that. I knew they met on the set of Supernatural, and I've always liked DJ Qualls, and I like the new guy. I like, obviously Road Trip, and especially, I mean, Jesus, what a classic scene when he's like, "I got her panties," and he puts out this
Yeah.
huge sheet-shaped pair of panties.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, we
So
dolphined right out of that movie.
no, well, no, you did. We're still
Blame it
good.
on me. Come
I
on now.
was just about to bring it back full circle, but okay.
Okay, sorry. Bring it full circle. Show me what's up.
panties
So
brought it back.
as the kills keep progressing and she, whatever you want to call Jay Mars character,
They, them.
they them. As the kills continue, though, it starts ramping up more hysteria. People start getting more concerned, except for the kids. And I found this movie. This is where I started getting a little annoyed with this movie. I love how Michael Bean's character as the sheriff, he rallies all the parents together in the high school with all the kids at home alone. I was like, what sense does that make? Like, why do we do that? Um, and not only that, like there's other moments of stupidity, like so at the orgy house where the kids are all trying to deflower one another,
They pop
um,
your cherry ball.
after the onslaught, which is a great kill scene, by the way. I will give this movie credit for that kill scene because JMR is the killer. He just starts going in and just slashing everyone he can stab and kill. It doesn't matter. There's no guns. It's just he's stabbing everyone, and I loved it. It was great
Yeah, it
as
was.
far as a horror film. However, Brittany Murphy and someone else, they run out of the house and they start running into the woods and run right by their fucking car. Just get in the car and drive. Like, why did you run by the car? So there were so many what the fuck moments in this movie as far as why did that just happen? And sometimes this is me being the over analyzing asshole because sometimes I get pissed when people over analyze movies and don't just let it be. But sometimes there's things where I'm just like, come on.
See, and
Agreed.
you're the one that usually tells me not to overanalyze.
Oh, I let myself enjoy this movie, but there was a lot of question marks in this movie for sure.
Yeah, there's a
Definitely.
lot of question marks, and we've talked about the elephant in the room with the daddy-father relation or daddy-daughter relationship, and some of the awkwardness in this film and the bad acting. One thing that really annoyed me in this film, and I don't know if you noticed it or you guys noticed it, guys and girls. Um, there was a lot of slow motion and like stuttering camera shots in this film. Did you guys notice that? It's like a very 70s style vibe of slow motion and stuttering camera style.
I didn't see that at
Oh,
all.
it's all over this film. It's all over this film, and
So
it annoyed me every time.
when the kill sequences were happening, that's when
Yeah,
they'd kind of do that, kind of give you that. They weren't trying to let you get too much detail on JMR cross dressing.
Oh, yes.
So it was done intentionally, and I
Right.
understood what they're going for. So yeah, those weren't bad, but it wasn't as cool as the end, the killing scene at the party.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, that was a really great kill scene.
I don't know. Some of the slow motion stuff, like it would go slow motion on somebody's face, or it would do the stutter shot, like where the camera would kind of stutter, and it's like he said to try to manipulate so you couldn't see
Right.
who the killer was. And I get like Ryan said, I get the why, but as I'm watching, I'm like, this is a very dated style of filmmaking. Like it feels very 70s, like something you'd see in the 70s, and it was just like I was like, it just kind of annoys me, and it doesn't
Do,
work. It's
do
not
you,
it's not exciting. And it worked in the 70s because the films were a little more slower paced, but this film needed to be a little more faster. And I don't know. To me, it changed the whole vibe of the film for me.
do you feel the same way about Death Proof? Because the Death Proof is specifically shot like that.
But that was done deliberately in the style
Right.
of a 70s
Right.
film. This
But that's
isn't.
so that's okay. But
This
this
film
like
was
that,
isn't.
'cause
inspired.
I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that one. Yeah, but I can see where that would get annoying in this one. And I didn't really think about it until you brought it up, though. I really didn't pay much attention to that until you said something. And then I was like, oh, crap, he's right. Yeah, that did happen a lot, but it didn't get to the point where it was annoying for me.
What'd you guys think of the knives? Because I really liked the knives swap where he could like could interchange the handle and into different blades.
Right? He had a lot of work into those. A
Yeah.
lot.
Well, did you happen to notice his wall? His
Mhm.
tools on his wall, like, they were very specific tools to ladies, so there's a lot of, he had a lot of resentment towards his mom, and you can tell in those tools.
I didn't
It felt like a Dexter
A
setup
Dexter
or
w
something.
with a mommy issues setup.
Dexter with mommy issues. Specifically doesn't like mommy. Well, I mean, mommy was really shitty to him. She chained him up in the bed and stuff, and the little crib had the chains and stuff in
I mean,
it.
he
And
wouldn't stop crying.
well, you just shake him then, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. I did not just say
Do
that.
not do any of that.
Not shake your baby. Iffy Tiffy said it was okay. No, I'd not.
It's
No,
not okay to chain them. It's not okay to shake them. It's
no, it's not.
um. So answer me this, and Ryan, I guess you would be the better one to ask for this.
Oh, well, okay.
How does one who is drunkenly passed out get forced onto a female?
Why would I be the better one to ask this?
Well, because you have the right equipment, like
Yeah,
me.
but listen, even Michael Biehn was saying that he was aware. He even said, I knew I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no part of me like that's the same thing as, like, the idiots out there who say that they were too drunk and that's why they cheated on someone. Like, to me, it's like, you're drunk, but
You
you
know,
you still know right from wrong.
right.
Mhm.
Like, come on. Like, I've never been in a position where I haven't known right from wrong, and I've been plenty drunk plenty of times where I haven't ever done anything to disrespect my wife or done anything to offend a lady or anything like that. So, I think that was a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you, because I wrote that in my notes. Is like, that is horse shit. Like, to sit here and say, well,
Yeah.
I was drunk, passed out, they picked me up and forced me onto her.
Yeah,
But then
no.
he's like, but I knew. I get. He said he knew, but that's a cop out. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm
Literally.
sorry. I'm sorry. If you are a guy and you are drunkenly passed out, that equipment down there is not going to
Isn't
turn on
working. Nope.
unless you're
Nope.
aware, unless you're conscious enough to be aware. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
Exactly. He knew it. He knew what he was doing. And I don't know if we can talk about it yet, though.
Talk about whatever you want.
Um, JP, go for it. We do find out that uh the mommy had a thing for the cop daddy back when they were in high school together when this all happened. And he
Why'd you have to
didn't,
say mommy and daddy like that? It's so fucking weird.
I'm sorry. The mom of the killer had a thing for the cop or Brittany's
Which
dad. I can't remember his name.
which
And yeah,
I was gonna say during that scene, because they show the scene while he's been put on top of her, she's almost staring at him like it's a weird exchange. It's like she's okay with it being him. And she wouldn't have been because she wasn't trying to fight him or anything in that instance. And so that kind of paid into that. But then how she was treated afterwards, I think the aftermath and her being cast out of the community, getting pregnant, that's what led to the trauma and the things that happened to Jay.
exactly. Because
I don't know the teacher's name, so
I don't remember it either. I could look, I
Jay.
suppose.
that's why I just said Jay.
It's
Oh,
Leonard.
oh,
Oh, of
Leonard.
course it
Well,
is.
of course it is. Ha! Yes. Sorry offense to Leonards that are out there, but our bad.
One thing I love the fact that the scene they have Michael Biehn and Brittany Murphy's character tied up in the basement, and there's a knock on the door. It's the boyfriend. He pushes his way in, locks the door behind him, and the Leonard's stuck outside. He frees Michael Biehn and Brittany Murphy. Michael Bean's character gets killed with the axe in the head.
Split.
Split. So they take off out the door, outside, take off, run through the woods. We already talked about this, but one thing about this scene that I love is, Leonard is in the basement. He doesn't have the wig on, and then 2 seconds later he's running out the front door and he's took time to put his wig on, evidently.
He's like, I can't go out there without my wig.
That's like ladies saying they can't leave without putting their face on. It's something it's part of them.
That is for real. That
And
is seriously.
And did you notice the axe was like a chromed out axe?
Yes, it was very shiny.
Was it like the Mandy axe?
Oh, where did we leave off? Yeah, I was surprised that the boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, TJ actually saved her because he didn't
Because he
seem to
really
want.
loved her. He wasn't that big of a douche. See,
Oh, it was true love.
he was just being pushy because he was horny.
Yeah, until he wasn't. When
I'm
she
gonna be
said, "Bite
honest.
my toe."
I'm gonna be honest. He did it to get laid.
Oh, super. Yes, that's why.
There's a reason. There's a reason you and your boys are doing motocross when you're growing up, JP. Okay, you were trying.
So the end of this film, Brittany Murphy does the move that her dad taught her that he fell on top of her.
So I have a whole thing about this moment, actually. So may I? Can I jump in real
Yes,
quick?
you jump right in because I'm
All
gonna I'm gonna talk about something towards the end of it, and you lead me into it.
Okay, so the when I watched the beginning sequence, it was already uncomfortable because of the father-daughter chemistry with these two. But when I watched them doing the self-defense training sequence and specifically them showing the over-the-shoulder throw with the arm, I looked at my wife. I go, "Oh, that's coming back later." And she's like, "How do you know?" I'm like, They focused on it way too hard. That's
Where'd you
coming
go?
back later." And sure as shit, that's the move that she throws the dude out the fucking window with. And also, this is a Scream moment without a doubt. Like, shoot him in the head, put it in the head. Doesn't matter if they're dead or you think they're
Exactly.
dead because they didn't do that shit and he got back up.
Mm-hmm. They never do it. Double tap. Double
So
tap, you guys.
so this leads me into what I wanted to talk about. So the stoner kid he pulls the wig off, and Leonard wakes back up and grabs him, the stoner kid, and there is a female deputy that has been
Are you about to talk about the hand?
shadowing Brittany Murphy's character, and you see her shooting. She starts shooting Leonard with double-handed pistols, just lighting him up, and the camera pans after the killer is dead, and it pans to everybody on the steps of the front of this house, and it gets to the stoner kid, and Leonard's hand is still grabbed and attached to the stoner kid's head.
The hand was severed at the wrist and it was still on his head, like attached to him. And I was dying laughing. So was my wife.
That was my favorite shot of the whole film.
Bring something up that I don't know if you guys caught during this movie, but the female cop person was also sort of creepy towards Brittany several times. They were like, he said, "Will you go keep an eye on her?" And she was like, "Oh, I'll keep an eye on her." And I was like,
Yeah, there was that tone. It was weird.
and it happened multiple times. She was like, "I'll watch her." And no, probably. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Is she a part of this somehow?"
Or even go ahead.
I said I'd love to
thanks.
be a fly on the wall in the on set for this film in
Like,
the movie
pretty.
because they had to all be hooking up or some shit the way they're talking to each other. It was almost
They
like
were.
it was like B porno.
Or even later, there's a scene where Michael Bihn's sheriff is talking to her, and they find out about the Pop Your Cherry ball, and he's like, "Do you know where it's at?" Talking to the female deputy, and she goes, "No, but I'll find out."
Yeah. See, exactly. She was a perv too. They were all pervs in this movie. That's my conclusion. Pervy movie.
Do you remember when the president in Spaceballs, he's in bed with the Doublemint twins, and that girl comes on the screen, and she's like, "Right away, sir," and she like makes that weird face. Like that's the vibe I got from that from the number 2.
Definitely.
So, what'd you guys think of the final scene?
I was I like went down a rabbit hole trying to understand why the fuck the balls turn red. Like, why the fuck does that even turn red? That's stupid.
It is. It's absolutely dumb as fuck. And whatever kind of what I saw was it was supposed to represent in an artsy way
Mhm.
that the the
Town is
town
tainted.
the town is tainted because they're keeping dark secrets. And I was like, this. There was nothing in the film to explain this. This is the dumbest explanation I've ever heard, and it was the dumbest. The ending, the last scene in this is so dumb. There was no reason to have the water turn red in this film. It was
No, what
None
the fuck
whatsoever.
was
idiotic.
that? And also, like, why when they're at the police station, they just pretend like, no,
It was
nothing.
biblical. It's the blood of 1,000 virgins in the water.
Yeah, right. I was
You
so irritated. I was irritated about the ending. I was like, "What the hell is happening? Like, where did all that? What?" I was
I
so
want
confused.
I want to know in that kill scene when they go in the deflower party or whatever, or the what'd you call it, the
Pop your
cherry popping
cherry
part?
ball.
Yeah, pop a cherry ball. I want to know how many people died that night because
He was
you
killing
couldn't
everybody.
really tell. Yeah, you couldn't really tell, but I'd love to know the
No,
body count from that
there was
because
no kill count on that. Hurt or
uh,
injured, possibly. And there weren't that many ambulances out there. You would have thought there would have been more. Like a bunch of kids just got slashed.
oh my god, have you ever been to Millersburg, Ohio?
I've never been to Ohio.
maybe. Where's it
So
at?
That's where my wife and I were just staying. It's about an hour south of Cleveland.
Oh, she showed me where you were
And
going.
it's Amish country, right? And so the town, the main like center town, center of town is very small, very quaint, very nice little community. But whenever an ambulance or a fire truck leave the station, the sound, the horn they use is literally the purge signal from the movie The Purge. And I'm just like, I got my axe in the back. We're good. But
That's
anyway, sorry.
terrifying.
I just started thinking about little towns and the secrets and all that stuff when we were just talking. That just made me think of it.
Yeah, I saw where you were going.
Let me
Looks
tell you about
very
the town I
nice.
live in. I don't even have a red light.
What?
I don't have a red light. There's no red
That,
light in this town.
that's all right, Roxanne. You don't need to put it on.
Put on the red light. Yeah, get it. There's no red light?
There's only one gas station. The closest
What's your population over there?
I have is small.
2.
Like
You
literally
3. You
there's
Crystal.
no stoplight. There is a fire department, a post office, and a gas station in this town, and that is literally it. I'm not
Holy
exaggerating.
shit.
That is the
Is
town I live
this
in.
where you live now or where you lived?
No, this is where I live now. It takes
Okay.
I have to drive 30 minutes to the next town over to get to a grocery store.
How long does it take for her to get to her work?
30 minutes.
Oh,
So if one of you's bleeding out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
well, better learn some CPR and all that good shit real quick.
Be very careful. I would treat everything like there's babies around and just all corners need
All
foam.
corners have foam. Make sure you get those cabinet little lock things too, and door. No, because then you can't get out your door. The door protectors.
So there is no box office for this film because it was not released in theaters because the ratings on this would never allow them to release it into theaters. So it went direct to DVD, Blu-ray, blah 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 blah. But do you guys want to guess the budget for this film?
99
90
wants to be Scream. Didn't have the budget to Scream. Didn't go to the theater. Probably knew that ahead of time.
Not too many things used. Not too many locations used. Looked like
223. No.
no.
1.3 mil.
What's yours, Tiff?
85.
Million?
Oh no. Wait, what'd you say, Ryan?
1.3 mil.
I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go 2.5.
Wow, she just was shitty. Like, I'm just going to go 1 million higher than Ryan. um,
She
I got-
definitely goes Price is Right style.
I do.
She waits till I guess first every time, so she's gonna need to go first in the future.
Mhm. No, no.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Bring it.
All right.
Bring it.
So neither one of you are close because they did expect this to go to theaters, but they could never get it the the rating to get to where it needed to be to go to theaters. So that was the only reason it went to DVD and not to theaters. They spent 14 million on this film.
Dude, they couldn't get this across the finish line, but they got Hellraiser into the theaters.
I know, right?
Like, what is happening? Even the later Hellraisers in the 90s, like, I think I saw Bloodline at the theater, and that was worse than
You're
this.
fucking with me. I feel like you're fucking with us. 14 million?
14 million. Mm-hmm. But you got
It's
to
in
think this. You got to think this was the height of Brittany Murphy's career too, and Michael Biehn
right.
probably wasn't cheap either at the time.
Or J Mars.
JMR was on the up and up. I think Michael Biehn would be
Yeah.
a lower amount than you think because he's well past his prime.
I would never have thought 14 million ever.
Yeah, 14 million.
That's crazy. Yeah. How? But I mean, just the it must have just been well, there are an assload of kids in that too that are in there, but they were not side real characters, most of them. At
Yeah,
14 million, that's crazy for that.
yeah,
I
it
think.
happens. It is. I think it's a little high, but yeah, for sure.
I was really shocked. I did very shocked by that.
Um, ratings. Where are you there?
Oh, you want to go?
I'll go. All right. So for me, Cherry Falls is definitely in the slasher genre. It's definitely unoriginal. It's very predictable. I think the attempts at low key humor, the teenage appeal at that time were definitely pushed over the top. They weren't done in horrible ways, but the awkwardness of the father daughter relationship and dynamic, the whole predictability aspects, all these things made for a less than thrilling adventure, in my opinion. I did not mind Jay Mars' portrayal of the slasher in this. I thought that was okay, while predictable though. As soon as I saw him come on screen, speaking of predictable, I was like, "That's it, that's him," and I just that was it. Um, but there are a few redeeming qualities. There are the cheesy one-liners. There is the finale kill scene where we see a bunch of kids just getting hack and slashed like you should in a slasher movie. Um, because it's fake. Because it's fake. Just want to clarify. But anyways, this movie didn't do anything to wow me though by any means. So for me, this one I'm going to go 2.3 nerds at best.
All
Go iffy.
right. I did not this is a movie I would watch again. Definitely. I know it was predictable and I called it off right off the bat. I mean, it was very, very creepy. The whole father daughter, whatever vibe had going on. Some of the acting was bad. I don't feel like it was terrible, terrible acting. It had bad acting moments. And but it was very predictable. I called him as soon as I saw him, just like Ryan did. As soon as I saw him in the room with the kids, I was like, that's him, them. Um, so I'm being and the plot being kind of holy on not holy like, you know, churchy and shit, but like having
Anti-holy, technically.
I just really didn't get why the killing, like I said in the beginning of the virgins and not just the people that did, his mother wrong. Why the kids, and because he seemed like such a really cool teacher for the most part, you know? He seemed like a decent teacher. So I didn't understand that. And well, I guess he did kind of have a weird relationship with the character Brittany played as well. So I gave it a 2.75. Room for improvement.
Getting into your .75s now.
I've been doing that. I think I did like a 8 or 3.83 one time.
Is James texting you on the side?
That's what I was
Yes.
about to say. That's what I was about to say because that was some bullshit that
Yeah.
he did.
Mhm.
I'll make it a 2.7365
Oh,
niner.
would you like me to go halves from now on? Like just a percent?
Nah, nah, that's not what I'm talking. I'm
It
talking
was
about
fun.
like I'm talking about like instead of a 2.7, you're going
Mhm.
2.75,
Or I'm gonna do a 3
2.7,
or
two
1.
there
point 2.758.
there are valid
Yes.
moments for these types of things, though. There are.
Like my, I'm taking it you didn't like my iffy tiffy, 33.333% of CineNerds. Uh, math, yay.
Okay, so this is my take on this film, and like I said at the beginning of this episode, I remembered this film when it came out a lot more fondly than I do now. Like when it came out, like I said, I actually like this better than I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legend, and that kind of same genre style of horror films that were coming out at the time. Now today, do I still feel that way? Um, I like it better than I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I hate I Know What You Did Last Summer, so that's not saying much.
Oh,
Uh, I will stand here today and say I prefer Urban Legend over this, and obviously Scream is still way superior, but not even the same league as this film. What the Scream is way above it. The acting, like I said, Brittany Murphy, Michael Biehn are awful in this film, uh, and their dynamic is fucking weird. On top of them being awful, there's some really cool shit in this film though. Like the actual serial killer it's a pretty cool serial killer. Like I love his knives, his switchable handle between knives. There was some cool dynamics to it, but they didn't utilize a lot of that as much as they should have.
I
Like
agree.
they really dropped the ball. Like if they had focused more on the killer and tried to not make Brittany Murphy a Sidney Prescott character, as it would have worked a lot better. And took the whole virgin thing out because it didn't make sense. And that whole the closing scene of the Red River was just fucking awful. But now the ending of this film with the slasher scene and in the orgy, whatever, the pop your cherry ball, was great. And even like the death scene of the serial killer Leonard was actually pretty cool.
Leonard.
Leonard.
Nerd.
Um, so there was some redeeming qualities to this film. It was nothing was utilized in this film the way it should have been. There's some really cool scenes. Uh, Not a super fan of this movie anymore. I do like it. I do recommend if you like that late 90s, early 2000s style film, I would say watch this film. I recommend you watch it if you've never seen it. You may like it. I still like it, but I don't like it as good as I used to. Um, but it's still a fun movie, and I'm going to sit it at a 2.8. So, I think me and Iffy are still pretty close. I think we all feel kind of the same about this film.
Yeah, I mean, it's just definitely lacking, and I do think that we've all, especially here, us three, have seen our fair share of slasher films, and this one there's just no originality. It's very predictable. It's very cliche, and if I were to have a movie on in the background, and I didn't really care about what I was watching, I could see myself having it on again. But other than that, I would not be running to the screen to watch this.
I mean, I'd watch it if it came on. I would just, I'm like I said, I would watch it again. Like if it comes on, I would watch it, but you know, it could have done better. Room for improvement.
Film recommendations.
I'm actually gonna recommend a movie that I waited a long time. I didn't get to it. It's been on the list. JP recommended this a long time ago, and I'd wanted to see it since I saw the trailer, and I finally got to check it out. It's not anything magical, but it's definitely worth a good one-time watch, and it's kind of fun. It's called Survive, and it's about the flip of the poles happening and the weight of the water leaves where the ocean used to be and leaves boats stranded, and then it's coming back. It actually flips back, so they have a week to figure this all out before it happens, and the movie ensues from there. And there's creatures, there's evil people, there's all sorts of stuff happening. So it's definitely not a bad watch, at least one time. Highly recommend.
Is
And
that on Amazon Prime? Because I
It's on
thought I
Prime.
saw
Yeah.
it I saw it in my list of things that it shows what you might like, and I was gonna watch it and I hadn't watched it yet. So thank you.
yeah, it's a great movie, and I've been talking about this movie for over a year, and like it took me a while. I was excited about it a year ago, and then I didn't watch it until what Ryan was it like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I watched it and
Yeah,
kind of recommended it.
I think this is one of the movies that got kind of it kind of got robbed because came out during pandemic originally, if I
Hmm.
remember correctly, and so I think it said 24, so maybe towards the tail end of it, it said, but it that even though it said 24, I believe it was filmed much earlier. That's when it
It
just got
was.
released. So
Hmm.
yeah, the only thing that's weird about this one for me, which is a hard thing to do, is and I don't know if it's because the dad was American and when he comes out of the movie, it changes, but like midway through the movie, it flips to almost all French.
Hmm.
So you start off at like basic English and you're watching it, and then all of a sudden it's all French and subtitles. And it was kind of a weird little dynamic. I don't know if it was done intentionally, like the poles reversing and the language is reversing. I don't know what the vibe was, but it was interesting.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
was weird. I always thought that was weird too, but it didn't hurt the film. I mean, it was a French film, and
Yeah.
it was a French film, but they were supposed to be American, and but then the language it was that was weird, but it worked.
I
I
love
think it's
French
a I
films.
think it's a bilingual family,
Yeah,
and things happen, and once the English or American version of that is not in the picture, then French. So
yeah. What you got,
Uh,
Tiffany?
Mine's not a movie. And I have meant to bring
Is
this
it
up.
so?
It's a
Is it something
series.
you made up?
Yes, it's my own thing I wrote myself. No, it's on Netflix and it's a series that they did, and it's a DC series actually, and it's Sweet Tooth. And I at first was refused to watch it. I was like, this looks not fantastic. But I watched it, and there's 3 seasons of it, and it's freaking wonderful. And I absolutely I cried on the it's just it's very emotional. I love it. It's wonderful. It's about the kid a generation of kids that turns into part human, part
they were
animals.
experimented on. Yeah.
Yeah, they were experimented on, and so all the babies are basically part human, part animal, deer, and the main character is a part human, part deer, and his name is Sweet Tooth, and it's just a great, great story, and I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, and I did not know that it was also a DC created movie, or I don't know if it was a comic book first. I think it was a comic book first, and then they made it into the series, so definitely check that out.
If it was a DC property, it had to be some kind of comic or graphic novel.
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't look to see the comic of it, so, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I highly recommend that if you haven't seen it yet.
So my film my blah, blah.
Words are hard.
My film recommendation is Over Your Dead Body. I just watched this one like a week ago finally, and this was the new 2026 film that stars Jason Segel and
I
Samara
want to see this
Weaving.
so bad.
I
It
was
is
thinking about
it
watching
is
that too.
it is in my Fandango, Ryan, if you want to watch it.
Shit.
So, yeah, it stars Samara Weaving. It is about a married couple that go to a cabin for a retreat to try to repair their marriage, but then they find out that both of them have plotted to kill each other. And it is a fun kind of action comedy kind of with horror elements, but it's fun. It's really really fun.
I'm not giving anything away by this, but the
Um,
trailer is spectacular. The trailer alone is worth it when they're both going back and forth talk because it's a husband and wife and they both had ideas of how to kill each other. And they're like they're like, you wouldn't even be able to get away with it. And they start doing impressions of what they would do or how they talk to the police. And the commitment they deliver right there is better than the actual acting. It was so good. Just alone in that moment, I wanted to see this movie.
Yeah.
there's another movie that came out that was basically the same ass plot, but I don't remember the name of it.
Quit
It
trying
was
to justify the fact
I'm
that you
just
watched Dead Heat and you watched the wrong one, okay?
Yeah.
can't undo that. I did, but there was
I
a movie
sent
with
a
the same.
screenshot of the film a week ago, and you still watched the wrong film.
But I mean, the movie I watched wasn't that bad, so it wasn't terrible. That's why I was so confused. I was like, "This is good." I was like, what's the problem here?" I was so confused.
So, I've done this too, and I'm trying to find the movie that I bought.
The
I actually
evil stepmom.
Yeah.
Did was
What was the
was it
actual movie we were
Ugly
supposed to watch?
Was it The
The
Ugly
ugly
Stepsister?
stepsister.
The Ugly
I've seen that.
Stepsister, and I downloaded The Evil Stepmom thinking it was that. So, I actually bought it. I spent $6 on this goddamn movie. I have not watched it yet,
Oh,
but now I'm obligated, I feel, so I'm gonna watch it
you
at
have
some
to
point.
watch it, so let us know how that goes for you. Hey, you know
So,
what? What's it called? Evil
Trashy
Stepmom.
Tuesday?
No, what? Evil Stepmom?
The Evil Stepmom, yes.
I will watch it just because you have to. Let me know when you're gonna watch that. I'll watch it too.
Alright. She's really doubling down on this, Dead Heat double watch. I got you.
There's no coming
Uh,
back from that.
so, CineNerdsPodcast.com. You can check all of our episodes out. You can follow us on our socials. We also have merch there.
Tons of fun merch. You got pajama pants, coffee mugs, you got sweatshirts, you got t-shirts, we got 3/4 sleeve shirts. We got it all. JP added some other fun stuff. Oh, the stickers. JP is the current and we have the old and new logos, right? Or did you just do all new logos?
There is. I haven't ordered the retro or our original logo, but these are the ones I ordered. They're all the Trashy Tuesday and the new logo, and I've got them in holographic and
So
in a white background
let
too.
me ask you a
So
question about those, JP, because I'm curious because I'm a big sticker guy.
Me
I
too.
like I like putting stickers on my car, but if they don't stand up to the weather with rain, that's a problem for me. Will those stand up?
well, sir, they are vinyl stickers.
Yes.
Outstanding.
That's fantastic. There's
And no,
nothing
And
that
worse
wasn't a
than
sales pitch. I was being real, guys. I
No,
wanted to know.
I'm serious. Yes.
and also I also have here in my hand, if you're watching, I have the new trucker hats. I did order this, and I also ordered one of the new black T-shirts and the new logo as I'm wearing tonight. Uh, and this stuff is actually the material is good. The shirts are really soft. The print is actually really really nice, and you can kind of see if you're watching. My green screen's affecting it a little bit, but it is very nice, and like I said, they're very comfortable. They're real soft shirts, so like yeah, they're great.
I can't wait to get the PJ pants, honestly. Sorry, I had to giggle because you sounded like an infomercial for a second, Ryan, when he was like, "We have this and we have that."
We've done this
Well,
for a
yeah,
while.
we've done doing this for yeah.
I
It's
can tell. I can
if
tell.
I'm stumbling and having a bad day, at least I'll get that right.
Yay.
Also, and starting in August, we are going to have a subscription-based series, Trashy Tuesday. And we've talked about this a little bit. Me and Iffy have talked about this. We've done some TikTok lives trying to build our algorithm there. And so we've talked about this a couple times. But the plan now is first episode is free. The next 3 is subscription based. So we're gonna tease you, and then you're gonna go check them out. And like I said, we're not monetized, so that's another reason why we're doing this. It helps pay the bills. So and it's gonna be cheap. We're not gonna charge a huge subscription fee. We're talking a couple dollars. We're gonna say the price is gonna be cheaper than if you go buy Dr. Pepper.
Speaking of which, I couldn't do that tonight because there's a power outage in my area, and they actually closed all the gas stations. I had my wife went out and tried to get me a Dr Pepper, and I couldn't find one. So,
Aw,
but it's all right because now I'm drinking nitro cold brew, so it's good.
you
I
just had
had
one hell of a day.
I had margaritas.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Out of a moose cup.
Coming next on the subscription based thing is Margarita Mondays.
Margarita Mondays.
Oh, all right.
Margarita Mondays, Trashy Tuesdays. Oh.
Not going to tell you what we're doing next week because we may change this. We're filming a bunch of episodes, so I don't want to get things mixed up, even though I've got them laid out. So, but until next week, I'm JP Cross, and we'll see you next time.
Ryan out.
Guys,
Later.
love you. Mwah.